rapier.
It's mundanely enhanced.
That she's also not proficient with.
Yeah.
Okay, that one right there makes it all the better.
Yeah.
Sold me on that one.
It was. Yeah. Because I love Morning Stars. Like, Courtney loves Morning Stars. I should have gotten another one when I was in Romania, but I thought it was sketchy going through security having one checked already.
My rogue in our game ended up buying a longbow.
Oh no, like I legitimately went to Romania and gave Shauna and bought Shauna mini Morning Star.
Oh no, I got you.
Tis a child-sized wooden morning star.
Mm-hmm.
But my rogue still bought a longbow. And we all look at him and we go, "Are you proficient in that?" No. Oh.
No, I just want. Yeah, no, and the name Fred just came to me.
I love it.
So yeah.
I did make sure to update the stream info so that way it wouldn't display like that we were trying to catch Pokemon.
That would be nice.
All
right, peeps.
What do you mean? I'm here trying to.
Are we good or something like it?
Yeah, something like it.
For various
Okay.
levels of
Yes.
good and various levels of liking it, yes.
Hi!
What's up?
Welcome to Epic Adventures Plays Dark Matter. I am Matthew Tucker, your Galaxy Master. Welcome to our absurd little journey through the verse as our group of 4 rough and tumble adventurers try and find their way through the bottom of the intergalactic barrel.
Garbage heap,
Something
Yeah.
like that.
trash compactor.
Dumpster fire?
2. The Galaxy Masters left. Playing Jacko, the human fighter, driving a larger robot. It's Sean Robbins.
Howdy, boyos.
To his left, playing Cornflakes, the gnomish artificer and damage sponge. I didn't say she could take it, I'm just saying she's sponging it. It's Courtney Bolin.
Hey everybody!
To her left and on the other side of the camera system, playing the absurdly long elven name that we shortened to Lily because I don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
It's what it translates to in common.
I'm aware.
Sort of.
The elven artificer pilot, robot dog management, not robot dog, robot dinosaur management person, and all around sensible character of the group. It's Sean Hayes.
I shot first.
Yeah!
You usually do.
I always shoot first.
And last but not least, playing Autumn, with
Corn chip.
the magical familiar fox sorcerer, half-elven sorcerer.
Dragon sorcerer.
That's right. I'm working on this. I'm getting it. It'll be there eventually. It's Chad Darvis.
Remember, when one door closes, the same one opens.
Because it's a door. That's how that works. You open it, you close it. This evening we will be playing Dark Matter, a setting designed by the good folks at Mage Hand Press. Check them and the Middle Finger Effect out at magehandpress.com. All the sound effects behind you this evening are brought to you by Tabletop Audio, and we are producing here at the studios of Pittsfield Community Television. I have taken care of all of the little bits. In our last episode...
Story time,
You might
Sean.
say a brain is a
love
terrible
stories.
thing to waste.
Yes. Many brains is a terrible thing to waste.
Oh.
For everything else, there's Fireball.
The group continued their attempt to reach the cargo hold and access bay of the mysterious human cruiser. As they travel through the ship, they encountered a number of brains in a jar, as well as hostile robots defending the ship. They learned that these brains in a jar are the result of some nasty juju equipment. The product of Rothian technology. They're scary, they're messed up, it's all bad. They believe that the Rothian technology was involved in the fact that there is no crew on the ship. Mostly that the crew got turned into brains in a jar. They also discovered that the managing AI of the ship in some way or another has been corrupted. And that is involved in the crashing of the ship and all of the other terrible things that are going on. 3 of the party members found their way safely to a diplomatic suite just above and overlooking one of the major shuttle bays to give them an opportunity for a long rest. The 4th member of the party is not with the party.
Never split the party.
Because in the process of looking for another route, he found a teleportation chamber.
Yes.
He went into that teleportation chamber without telling anyone.
That's exactly something that I would do.
That's absolutely something you would do.
Yep.
In fact,
That's
you
something
did.
you personally would do.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Like,
totally true statement.
Forget your
Yep.
character.
That is a
for
literally
a
true
second.
statement. Yep, that is exactly something that I would do.
Found your way to a fighter bay
Ooh.
in
Got the
which
fighter?
was a number of fighters in various states of repair, and one, noticeably, excitingly, Lakshayan combat frame. You don't have a fighter ship, you have a mech.
Booyah. Fully functional?
Fully functional.
Weapon system fully functional?
Considering the weapon system is a Tetsubo,
Perfect.
yes.
What now?
The
Giant
weapon
stick.
system of this combat
Wait a minute.
frame is fully operational.
You must be proficient in operating a maul to use this stick.
You know, I do have a giant hammer, so I think we're all set.
Yes. I thought you would approve.
I do. I love it.
Upon leaving the ship, your frame encountered a number of automated craft, which you proceeded to beat the living hell out of.
Baseball bat.
It went poorly from time to time,
As it does.
but you've made it through and are taking an opportunity to get your wits together before finding your way around the cruiser and trying to figure out where the bay that everyone found and described from the outside.
And I am in communication with them still?
Not at present.
Okay.
You
But
were in
general?
communication with them for a little while, but you were busy at that particular moment.
Sure.
We have the ability to be in
Okay,
contact,
yep.
I believe.
If you have access to an arcane terminal on the ship, you have the ability to be in communication with him.
What if we can see him outside a window?
You haven't tried that yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I can message, but I can't if I can't see him. Or don't.
Morse code.
Too far away.
Firebolt.
I'm thinking flashing the lights on the mech, but that works too.
So at this point, 3 of the 4 members of the party have found themselves on that level. And the area is clear. You find a way to a diplomatic suite. It is relatively secure, at least as far as you can tell.
Can we contact Jacko? Have we heard back from him at all?
I haven't heard from him in a while. I knew he was in that battles, but I don't know how it ended.
Have you heard anything, Lily?
I have not.
Look outside the ship. Right?
Perhaps we should see if there's a terminal
Yeah.
in these chambers. I'd imagine there might be.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find one, and hopefully he's close to one so he can talk back.
Is there a window in this?
There are windows in this part of the ship.
Okay.
There are several windows when you came onto the level that you came onto. Excuse me. There were several windows that look like they should look out into that large bay area. They've been closed off by blast doors.
Okay.
So they're there, but you can't see through them.
But they're interior windows.
Correct. There may be exterior windows in the suite once you enter it, because no one's entered it yet.
I'm going to walk into the suite.
There it is.
Yeah.
I have average wisdom. I'm not going to think about the consequences of these things.
So you very easily and reasonably find your way into the suite. It looks like at one point it was lavishly appointed. There were various places that there looked to be pottery and art. The sleeping area looks like it should be very nice under normal circumstances. It is rather disheveled at this point. The room is undamaged, but the impact of the ship damaged a lot of the things that were kept inside the room.
This is why we can't have nice things.
It is. The Rothians are why you cannot have nice things.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to investigate the room for treasures and stuff like that.
Go for it.
Yep.
Investigation.
If I may assist, but in the context of adding an arcade terminal.
Okay. Yeah.
9. And I got advantage on that? Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's 9.
Okay. You find a range of uniforms and sort of night clothes and other things. They aren't particularly fancy. I mean, they're sort of standard issue. Someone came from a long journey, they put something on to be comfortable, they go wash. There's no valuables that haven't been strewn across the room. You are very easily, though, able to find an arcane terminal in the sleeping quarters.
Are the uniforms my size?
Sure.
Alright.
I was going to say, you are medium sized, so.
Yes.
Yes,
I would
you-
like to take one of the uniforms.
Okay, you
You-
take a uniform.
You are not small.
I will check out the terminal and see if I can access it and ping a message to. I don't exactly know where Jacko is, so I'm gonna try and put it on the same frequency channel that the last message came in from.
Okay. Roll your data.
Data. That's 23.
Oh, yeah, no. You very easily are able to connect with the frame outside of the ship. It looks like it's actively broadcasting towards the ship.
Okay.
So you've got the transponder signal, you've got the communications connection, and can very easily make that link.
Jacko, we have found what looks to be some sort of diplomatic quarters. The current plan is we're going to hole up in here. Take a breather. How are you? What's your status?
Are you pooping?
Am I pooping?
I don't know. Are you pooping?
Roll investigation.
I mean,
Already stop bringing Critical Role into this.
I can't help it. That's just.
I mean,
It's one of the best ways to end a message. One of the best ways.
This is an ascending spell.
No, I'm holding it for now. got a mean one built though.
And this is why I do it.
I'm all right.
I feel terrible about this. I can't believe I'm about to do this.
Don't
take inspiration for that.
Really? Really? After all this stuff last time, that's what gets the inspiration.
Good job on not pooping yourself.
Can you send me a map with your location and I'll try and make my way there?
Let me see if I can transfer the coordinates to you. I'm gonna try to do so.
It's easy enough to get a reference document on your location in the ship based on the access that you already been able to establish.
Actually, given that he's flying around outside the ship, it's probably easiest for him to access via the shuttle bay.
Very probable.
Because you're like looking out over a shuttle bay?
Yes.
But we can't see into the shuttle bay because those
Right.
windows are covered.
Okay.
But yeah.
So I'll receive the data and try and make my way there.
So based on their position, so you've got the front of the ship crashed into the asteroid. You've got the engines that are sort of on either side of the ship. On the underside, so on the top side were the two bays that you saw on your approach. You instead accessed an umbilical connection on one of the sides of the ship more towards the front, so in front of the engine area. This appears to indicate some sort of a entrance on the bottom section of the ship. You can very easily head to that location.
I will do so.
You get to that area of the ship again without all that much difficulty. There don't seem to be any more combat drones in space at this stage. And it doesn't look like there is a bay door where they're saying that there should be a bay door. You just see the curvature of the hull.
Sure we're talking about the same ship here, Boyle? I don't see no door here.
Huh. Let me check. I'm gonna try and access. A map or some sort. I know we accessed one before, but
Yep.
one specific to this section to see if it's supposed to be that way.
Based on
Like I'm thinking it might just be that the bay door's closed.
So based on the information that is given, there is a sharp, angular, and fairly noticeable large bay door on the bottom side of this class of vessel.
Yeah.
Like on the underside?
Yeah,
them to,
so,
like, go
so,
over, like-
so you've got the back section. Here's the engines. There's the two shuttle bays on top. And there's like a loading bay on the underneath. Kind of like Attack of the Clones when they're loading up into the
Okay.
little Star Destroyers.
Okay.
Acclimated class, I think.
No, or like any C-class plane.
Right. I mean, it's got accesses on the top because it is a large enough ship to do
Yep.
so. But there's also access, and should be access, on the bottom section.
So there should be some access. I wonder if it's simply shut. Let's see. Let's see if I can safely try and open those doors to have you come in. I think they're just closed.
I'll see what I can do. Can I use my mech to, like, ping the door? Knock, knock. Because it came from the ship, right? So theoretically,
Yeah.
you should be able to talk to it.
Oh, so communicate to the ship in order to try and open a door.
Yep.
Roll your data.
That would be a 2.
You are still not really sure what all of these buttons do.
Cool.
I mean, it's a common configuration of this craft, but it's been customized
Okay.
to a certain degree.
Well,
So that button could communicate things, or it could eject you. Hard to say.
You might say they've made some special modifications themselves.
I will do what I do best. And I'll go to where the door should be,
Oh no.
and I'll knock on it with my giant stick.
Okay. I thought you were going to make a door.
If I could, I would. I don't think I really can right now. Like, I don't think I have the tools to do that right now without, like, self-destructing my mech, which I don't really want to do because.
Well,
That would self-destruct you.
Gas powered.
Kind of.
I mean, I could get out of it. while
No,
it's
you'd be ejected
self-destructing.
out into space.
I mean, I can fly, so I'm okay with that. But
Can you breathe in space?
he's in a power suit.
I have a power suit, so
That's
yes,
right.
I can.
He's in a
Right.
Yeah, he's in a
That's
He's a
right.
space
I've got my
marine.
marine.
That's
armor
right,
on.
because I'm in the medium-sized.
Yeah, you're in the big floppy.
I'm in the medium-sized armor or mech suit thing. To then.
It's like an astronaut spacesuit,
Yes,
is what it is.
I am in the medium-sized, and I am small. Oh, and I'm riding Igobot.
Well, we're in the suite. So
Now that we're in the suite, I'm
yeah.
not, but it was.
you're sitting in a chair.
I'm gonna be knocking on the door. Let me know if you can hear me. Bong, bong, bong.
You don't hear anything. You are clearly making contact with a surface.
Cool.
So you can feel the reverberation through
Yep.
the armor.
Cool.
You do notice that the impacts, I mean, you're not really beating the heck out of it, but you don't notice any even surface damage done from the strikes that you have made.
He's not chipping the paint. He's not.
It's like when you roll a metal die on a regular table. It makes
We-
those divots in it sometimes.
We haven't heard anything. Have you tried?
Did you start?
Have you started?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's curious.
Have you tried blowing on it?
Hold on. I blow in the direction of the door. Nothing happened. Got any other good ideas?
Did you find the power button?
There's a lot of buttons in here. I'm not sure I
Let
want
me
to be pressing
see
any
if
of
there's a way to try and open the pod bay doors.
them. Yes, Hal. Open the pod bay doors.
And not jettison us all out into space.
While we're having this conversation, I would like to try and open, like, because this is obviously, like, there's something just in front of the windows blocking so that we can't see out into the bay, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I want to try and open that. Like, if there's something around, kind of like, is there, like, another control panel by the window or something?
Yeah, there's several small control panels by that windows area.
Yeah, I wanna try and open the window so we can see what we're looking at.
Go for it.
Would that be?
Let's call that data.
Okay. 23.
Hold on.
Yay.
I like candy.
That was very good.
That's why I love these dice. Because they have candy in them.
That's fair. Recently noticed a Kickstarter for dice that have like little tiny like flower ones.
I have a bunch of those. I got a bunch of those.
Duck dice.
I got
Dark
blue
dice?
ones.
Duck dice.
Duck dice?
You,
I'm
you
still working on the duck dice.
try to access the terminal, and it comes back with access denied.
Can I try again?
You can.
Okay. Wait.
The result is the same.
Yeah. I thought I had this. Okay, they can go back to their. I'm gonna think. Think.
I'm gonna basically try and see if there's any sort of, I don't know if it would be shielding or life support that generates a field within the cargo bay when the bay doors are open. This is also, is that a thing in this setting?
Yes.
Since it's a thing in Star Wars, I don't know if it is in Star Trek.
It is.
Okay.
There's a magical barrier
Yeah.
that functions very similar to the concept of your ring,
Okay.
wherein there is a craft permeable mystical barrier that holds the air in when the door is opened.
Kind of like the bubble on our ship in Jamar.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a Spelljammer atmosphere.
Yes.
Yeah. We're all riding Spelljammers.
Love it.
Okay. So I'm gonna see if that would still be active, and if so, try and open the doors to the adjacent cargo bay.
You can tell that the system is active.
Okay.
You can go ahead and roll data if you would like to try and open the door.
I would like to roll data. That is 19.
You go to access the information and you receive a access denied.
Oh.
And specifically, it looks like something has stopped you from, like you were about to access a system and something shut off your access to the doors.
All right. It seems that you're still at work here. Very well. I suppose I'll go mosey my way over and see if I can just listen for Jacko's knocking. Have it your way. Kick the console. And I'm gonna head towards the cargo bay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with her.
Cornflakes, I was sort of locked out of access to open the cargo bay door.
It's weird because I tried to open the window and I couldn't either.
I think our rogue AI is still at work and active. So I'm just going to go down there and see if we can hear Jacko still banging on the door.
Before we do that, can we turn the ship off and then turn it back on to try to restart it?
I would not recommend that because that would involve turning off life support.
Yeah.
But don't
I
we
would
all-
be fine. The rest of you would, in the amount of time it would take to reboot that cycle, would
Yeah.
probably die an agonizing death in the vacuum of space.
Well, I have a mech suit, and she has a mech suit.
Or,
I'm already at one level of
an
exhaustion. Can we
atmosphere
not?
suit. Everybody's equipped to be able to
That's fair.
operate in the. And I.
That's Sean the player forgetting that people were still wearing their suits.
And a quick clarification based on something that was said last session. Courtney, I said that as long as Cornflakes is wearing that suit, she is at disadvantage for all of the physical.
Oh, yeah.
That was inaccurate.
Okay.
She's at disadvantage for strength and dex.
Okay.
Con is unaffected.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Because a suit that protects your body should not give you disadvantage to a con roll. That's stupid.
And especially because it is a size too big is really...
Irrelevant for your purposes.
Yeah.
Also, if we shut the ship off and restart it, during that time we could kill almost a lot of the things that are on here trying to, well, kill us maybe, if they're not robotic.
Well, that's
the thing, everything's
that's the last
robotic.
part
So
that
it's
I'm more
pretty big
concerned
effort.
about. I wonder if it's possible that the internal structure of the ship shifted, and we are not where we're supposed to be, which is why Jacko might be where he's supposed to be and we're not.
Could be.
But
Maybe the ship's trying to lead us somewhere.
I continue looking on the outside.
I do not
for
like the sound of that.
a hatch.
Okay.
That I can open.
So, from where you can access, there are a couple options.
Okay.
There are the 2 shuttle bays to the top of the ship. There is the fighter bays, one of which you left already.
Yep.
You would
say
have
you-
to sort of find your way back from that bay and find your way to the group from there.
You said you were near a shuttle bay?
Was it a shuttle bay or was it the cargo bay?
It's the cargo bay.
Cargo bay.
Can I identify a hatch that might be a cargo bay?
Based on your looking, this ship shouldn't have one.
Oh boy. You sure about that?
Quite.
She thinks she knows. She may not.
May.
But I'm not there.
That's right.
So I have to freak out internally.
It's okay.
Wait. Also, I know we're trying to get Jacko right now. Can we access all the robots with this system?
Like the robots that we've been fighting?
Yeah. Because this system's clearly tied to the AI.
Yeah, but I don't know what's been taken.
It was tied to the ship AI. I don't know if it's tied to the robotic AI.
Yeah.
I can take a look.
I think we should do that.
All right, back to the suite we go.
So, based on your knowledge of the arcane terminals,
Yeah.
before you proceed too far.
Okay.
Information like that would probably be restricted at a terminal like this.
Do
it
we
would
have to-
require extra effort to try and get this terminal to give you the information that you're
That would
looking
make
for.
sense.
Would they be able to get that information if Lily went back up to the words? I swear I have
To the
them.
bridge?
Yes.
We one-way teleported here.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
We can't go back.
That's
Well, I mean, we can, but it'll probably take like 3 more sessions.
no. I thought that we took the elevator down to here, or was the elevator down to the to the teleportation?
I think we did take the elevator back up here. I think we transported down to where the bridge was.
Correct. There is a lift that you can take back up to the bridge,
Yeah.
if you so choose. Because the
Because
you
it
were
was whole-
you were at the center of the ship.
Yeah.
You got to
Okay, yeah.
the lab area.
Yeah.
You got attacked at the lab area.
I got my thingy at the lab area.
You ported up to the top deck,
Mm-hmm.
and then you were able to find a lift that brought you down.
We still had that giant meteor rock thing too, right?
That giant meteor rock thing.
Well, it's there was room that was covered in rubble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we had a giant rock coming towards us at that point.
No, that was the you stepped out, or you arrived in the teleport chamber, and the teleportation circles energy dispersed.
Yeah, it only had
And-
enough.
And you realized that where you were standing is where the
Ship impacted
The
an
sh-
asteroid.
Got it.
is where the
Got
ship
it.
stopped.
Yeah.
Okay. Not by choice.
Your car hits a tree. The tree is in the cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could probably also have more control over unlocking the ship for Jacko up there too, right?
What? Because I know I couldn't go. Was it open? Could Jacko meet you there, and you guys both come through the door this way, from up there?
I don't think the bridge was fully exposed. It
Yeah,
was
that's
just-
what
there was just no
I'm
atmosphere.
asking. Because I knew that I
Correct.
couldn't. Because I knew
Yeah.
that I couldn't breathe out over there.
The bridge was not exposed.
Oh.
There was just no atmosphere in there.
Well, that's dumb.
I mean, if we really want to, I can go back up there. However, I don't know if I would recommend splitting us up even further.
Oh no! I wouldn't want us to split. Kind of. You seem to know what you're doing with these pads, but I
Ja-
just.
Jacko, roll your wisdom.
It just seems like that's a place where.
It's a really high score.
I expected as such.
That's cocked.
Yeah.
No.
Stop cursing at my table.
There we go.
Natural 20.
After it's cocked terribly twice in there because you roll.
Because I roll a giant die and
Yeah.
then get a tiny tray.
As you're floating in space looking at this, you think about how this is off. There's something not right about the surface that you're trying to hit and you're trying to interact with. It's there. It has a physical presence, but it's not right.
Like it's an illusion.
Maybe you should scan it with your sensors.
I do so.
Roll your tech.
Oh god. Tech? Is that data?
No,
No,
tech is
tech-
a separate skill.
Tech is right there.
No, same. Okay.
So it's the same for
Still
you,
in.
but yeah.
11.
There is a physical barrier that is emanating energy that is consistent with hard light.
Hard light.
Hard light is a technology that is consistent, we shall say, with the powers of a Green Lantern.
Basically, like using a projector to like make a wall.
Yep.
It's unusual because normally hard light constructs have some degree of translucency
This one does not.
and illuminance,
This one's
and
really...
this one does not.
I think I've got a very sophisticated hard light barrier going on here.
Oh, that sounds very interesting.
Cornflakes then asks what's hard light and
Gets that
gets the
answer.
same explanation.
That's weird. Oh. Wait a minute.
Should we try and see if we can disable it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because if there's something that's like emitting that, it would make sense that there would have to be some sort of projector somewhere, right?
Yes.
And Fred can meet can meet this projector.
If it needs to come to that, sure. I would prefer to
I mean, obviously, I can try and tinker
Not-
with it first.
destroy technology that we could perhaps salvage,
Yes, of course. I will.
since that is how we get paid.
Of course, we can try and tinker with it first. But let's go find it. If worst comes to worst, I can always probably put it back together.
I may need your assistance since we were both locked out earlier.
Yep.
Let's see if we can try and put our heads together. And try
Yes.
And see if we can
Because I
disable this hard light system.
think yes, because I think we should. I'm just wondering where it would be. Like where it would be.
Probably somewhere in the cargo bay.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Is it actually going to be somewhere in the cargo bay? But
Well, at the very least, we can see if we can find it first,
yes,
and then try and disable it.
yes. Yep.
Okay. Well, since this is the arcane terminal we have at our disposal currently, we might as well try and use it, though I don't know how successful we will be,
Yes.
but
But
Okay.
I will help her. Because you don't want me doing this check.
so, yeah, going to try and locate a hard light projector,
Okay.
sort of in that vicinity, and then disable it if we're able to find it, and then not get locked out.
Okay.
If we're able to, at the very least, we need to know
Do you want
where
this
it-
with like one check, two checks, like two separate checks or something?
And I'll be helping her with both of, or
Let's-
one of her.
Is it easily findable with my previous
Let's
check?
do it would require a separate data check.
Okay.
So let's do the data check for the scan first
Mm-hmm.
to see if you can find the source.
Oh no. Oh. That's an 8.
Okay. You have a hard time accessing the internal sensors in this particular area. It seems less to do with not accessing the systems correctly and more to do with something seems to be actively blocking
Yeah.
the resolution of the internal scanners.
I was gonna say, I'd like to think that we're also arguing over the best methodology for trying to access stuff.
Oh,
Are
absolutely.
you trained in data?
No.
Yeah, that's why.
The
I'm just lucky. I'm clever, all right?
the
press
thing
buttons.
that you are able to find on the scan, and you are unable to determine quantity, quality, condition, but there is a disturbingly strong bio reading in this direction.
Like, person?
Like life form.
Or yeah, I'm like,
Some
are we
sort
talking
of-
person or just life?
Some sort of life form.
Does not necessarily mean.
It's either large or a lot of it or both.
The brain.
I don't want to fight those brains again.
But if there's a lot of them, all in one spot, that's the time.
For everything else, there's fireball.
Well, we might as well go check it out because I'm out of options.
Yeah, I mean, we
I'm
can't-
not even finding a signature for a hard light projector.
One thing to note here is I am feeling a little bit tired. I think I can cast maybe like one fireball, but then I'm gonna be exhausted.
I'll take this opportunity.
So-
yeah, it's
Oh, that kind of, okay.
poop. Well, I have a few minutes of downtime.
There,
Are we role playing this?
This-
Hold on.
Oh God!
So-
I can smell it from here.
so, fortunately, your suit has a waste elimination system
Perfect.
because you've got to be in a combat zone
Yep. We got
for
time to
long
drop
periods
trout.
of time.
Everybody poops.
Yeah. Fights could take days. Don't got time to drop trout when you're in a combat.
That's right.
No, I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
Just figured I'd bring it back around.
So, what has the party decided to do?
Going to just send, if we're able to, just another transmission to Jacko and just say we're consistently getting locked out of further and further systems. I can't even guarantee that we'll be able to send another message, but those are the coordinates that I have for where we are. I mean, if you're able to retrace that from our ship, we are unable to find a hard light projector. The rest of the ladies are pretty beat, so we're going to sort of make camp, as it were.
All right. I'll find you, boys.
So we won't be straying. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, we're gonna
So-
stay in place.
So, Jacko, you've got a couple options.
Yep.
Actually, do we have comms?
No,
You
I
can try
Do you have a
to.
comm set?
I think so. I think it was part of the Marines pack.
I also have a comm set.
Okay, so using the information from the terminal, it's not that difficult to be able to connect to
Cool.
the suit from there.
Which means I'm going to swap out one of my infused items.
There's a couple options here. You can continue to search the ship and try and locate a way in.
Can I? Like our ship is docked on the outside, right?
Yes.
Can I find our ship and retrace their route?
So you could
I mean, that's why I left science.
Yes, but at the
All
same
right,
time,
so-
there was a couple
so
teleports
are-
that like can't be used.
You could, if you chose to try.
Do I think there is an easier / faster way of doing it?
I mean, the options, unfortunately, the challenge that you have in the suit is that, and in the quality and condition that it is in since you left Blackshy in space, it is rare to find a suit like this.
Yep.
So you either have to land it in a bay
Yep.
and get out.
Okay.
It does not have an umbilical connection.
Okay.
So the only way for you to get back to the ship and get onto the cruiser would be to send a signal to the shuttle to make it undock, causing the shuttle to drift, and then get out of the frame, causing it to drift.
Are the hallways in the big ship big enough to accommodate this mech, or would I have to get out, like, no matter what, to get around?
If you landed it in a bay, you can get out, and the hallways in general are not large enough
Okay.
for it to be able to walk around.
So pretty much no matter what, I have to get out.
Correct. It is ship sized.
Okay. Are there some kind of, like, magnetic boots that are keeping me along the whole of the...
You are not walking along the outside of the ship. You
Okay.
are flying around the ship.
Okay. But is there some kind of, like, magnetic docking
That's a
thing?
good question.
Could I, like, find our ship, attach this to the outside of our ship, and then go in via, like, a top hatch or something, and then...
You want to figure out a way to keep the
Basically.
yeah.
I guess once
There
the soil's
is
done.
no mechanism that allows you to ensure that. I mean, you could land it and have it stand on the outside of the ship, but if anything were
Yep.
to
All right.
disrupt the momentum, then they would separate because there's no mag connection.
Alright, I'll go find a shuttle bay.
Okay.
I'll go in there.
Okay.
And I will leave the suit
Okay.
in a shuttle bay.
Okay.
Take a picture of
I mean,
it
at the
so
very
you
least,
remember exactly which
you could
one
go
it's
to
in.
the shuttle bay that you found the suit in, and then retrace your steps back to the ship.
I could do that. Or I could go on my own adventure.
Really? Really?
So the facts that you have, there is a hard light projector.
Yep. Are those normally mounted on the inside or the outside of a ship?
They're not normally mounted on ship at all.
But when they are.
It depends on whoever put it there. It would probably have to be mounted. The projectors would have to be mounted on the exterior.
I try to find one of the projectors.
Okay.
What kind of roll is that?
Let's call it perception. Or
I can do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's cocked. There we go.
Your ball box is bad.
No, his
It's
dice
ball.
are just.
And you should feel bad.
No,
I don't.
It's
It's ball.
cocked
God
because his
heard.
dice are just so big. It keeps getting
I
cocked
know.
because his dice are so
19.
big.
19.
That's right. Very big. Yep.
I stand by that statement. I'm not.
So,
Heavy. Got a
based
lot of meat there.
based on the way that this field is being created, it looks like the projector is on the other side.
Okay.
So it is being projected flush up against where the door should be.
Okay.
There are a couple possibilities. You could wait for it to be deactivated. You could try to overload it.
I try to smash him. Just periodically
is
go
my
to all
su-
the places where I think it could be.
This
and
is
I
my
just-
surprised face.
I'm
Smack it
surprised we didn't
with my
get to
giant
that
stick.
conclusion about a half an hour ago.
Right?
Go for it.
Okay, what kind of a...
It's an attack roll.
Okay.
I might need to move the tackle box.
Yeah.
Oh.
11. I have inspiration.
Okay.
Use that for advantage, right?
You may.
12.
You would not have hit it if the first roll stood.
Really? Best use ever.
Roll 2d6.
Ooh, is this going to be mega damage?
It is, in fact, mega damage.
Mega damage.
5.
So quick side note. On ship scale,
Ooh, these are pretty.
damage that is done is classified in what is known in this system as mega damage. Ship to ship, it functions the same as regular damage rolls. When being applied to things that are not ship scale, it multiplies the amount of damage by a factor of 100.
Yeah.
Now, an important detail. There are abilities and skills and things of other nature that do mega damage. But the possibility of doing mega damage against something that is not mega damage scale, like a ship, is really hard. Spells with mega damage that are cast in an atmosphere fail because they don't function in atmosphere. They have to be in space. A frame of this nature trying to hit something with a mega damage weapon that is not ship scale is going to have a hard time because of the size and speed and momentum. Generally, things that do mega damage cannot do that mega damage to something that's not ship scale.
You're more likely to target an area, and things that are not ship scale would be caught as collateral damage.
Correct.
Highly effective for, say, a starship, basically strafing a planet's surface.
Right.
But, I mean, trying to hit a person with a starship from space is kind of hard.
Yeah.
So the damage you rolled?
5.
5. Okay.
500.
Yeah.
The strike reverberates. You feel it hit. It doesn't seem to have any effect.
$11. Oh wait. Nope. Sorry, the dot's on the bottom on that one. 15.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say,
okay.
that
There
was
you
a
go. Okay.
9.
Wait.
Okay.
I was like, wait, what?
6 and 9. They're
Yep.
Okay. Roll 2d6.
800,000 damage.
No, just 100.
It's over 9,000.
This time when you hit it, you see the hull flicker.
Ooh.
And you think you see the door that was being described underneath.
But it flickers just a little bit.
Yes.
Hey!
Now we're talking. 24.
Okay.
I think it's not going to really matter. It's a hit. It's a hit. But 7 damage.
At this point, the whatever is causing the hard light effect to look like ship hull has been damaged and begins to malfunction. You clearly see this is a hard light construct. You see underneath this sort of bubble on the ship the bay door that was described.
I found your door.
Wonderful.
Turns out I was standing on it the whole time.
Oh, so they just projected hard light over the door.
Yeah.
That's
Somebody didn't want to have this ship be found.
I think this cargo bay isn't supposed to be here. People were making sure no one could find it. I was wondering when you said there was a cargo bay somewhere.
Who owned this ship again?
I did. Or rather, I do now.
Who had it before?
hard lights to make that makes it look like a starship exterior. I'll have to make a note of that. We'll have to make some use of that in our operations.
Well, you're gonna have to fix this one first.
These were smugglers. That's what I'm thinking. Why else would you... Why else would they have hidden what's in the cargo bay?
I mean, I can think of a lot of uses for that besides smuggling.
I can think of smuggling.
Anything you're working on that you don't want anyone to know. That's a pretty long list.
What if they're trying to create a base?
Yeah.
There are all these brain things.
They're still moving everything, and they should... I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Any chance you can try and open this door again?
I will give it another attempt. You two continue to rest. I will make one more attempt.
Okay.
Try and open the doors.
Okay.
18. I'm gonna guess no,
No.
because that was lower than the last one.
Oh boy.
We are
When an 18 doesn't win, we're...
locked out.
We've tried too many times and they've locked us out.
Is there a...
Lily, you hear in the ventilation above the room the telltale humming of the drones.
Is there a button or something I can push on this door? Something like manual override?
Well, I hope you all have gotten plenty of rest, because you're going... This is me speaking sarcastic. We've got company.
Roll initiative.
Was this considered a long rest?
No.
No.
Did
this
we
is
even complete
considered
a short
long
rest?
rest.
This is
8 hours.
8
considered
hours of
Yeah.
sleep.
10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
There was a lot of traveling and stuff here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if this was... Okay. This is fine.
Is 10 minutes a long rest?
right out of the bum.
This is fine.
All right. 20 or higher.
Drive?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
15 to 19.
17.
Ten to 14.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Sorry.
I'm very disappointed.
5 to 9. Okay, Ben. What? Wow. Ford.
Of course.
Ford. The door on the air control vent is shot open and falls down into the room. A drone enters the room, and you can clearly hear a large number of others.
I'm going to use my reaction to shoot the first drone.
As I knew you would!
Your reaction.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
She has a shoot first ability.
That's
Oh.
a critical hit.
Woot.
Explodes.
I was going to say, because that's 13 plus 2d6.
Don't even roll it. It explodes. Okay.
Mhm.
2 more drones enter through. It is now your turn.
I'm going to... is there, like, an overturned table in the room?
Yeah, we'll say that.
Okay, or a desk or something.
Yeah.
Just, I'm looking for cover.
Yes.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
definitely cover.
I'm going to hide behind that. I'm
It's
gonna
partial cover, but it's cover.
Yeah, I'm going to have Igobot basically get on the other side. So I'll have to go around him to some degree.
Okay.
And I'll take a shot at one of the ones that came through.
Okay.
Okay. That is a modified 20.
Okay.
Sorry, modified 20.
Roll damage.
9 points of radiant damage.
That drone is destroyed.
And second shot at the second drone.
Okay.
That is 18.
That is a hit.
That is 8 points of radiant damage.
That drone is destroyed.
Igobot is going to dodge.
Okay. Eaglerbot is dodging.
Yes.
On the drone's turn, the remainder of the drones enter the room.
How many in total?
A total of 7 have entered the room
Oh, that's not bad.
at ceiling height.
Okay.
Oh, here's the ceiling.
How big is this room?
It's about the height of the studio, so 10-foot ceilings ish.
Those are more like 12.
Yeah, that's like a-
10, 12-foot ceilings.
12 to 15.
There,
I would say it's 15.
I was gonna say 3 of me, I think, could easily fit in this room.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Which is what I had assumed it was going
yes.
to be. So,
Good.
yeah. Enough that ranged attacks are the name of the game here.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, definitely. They're not. They're not in melee range.
Yeah.
Cool.
Courtney, are you going to remember a key
Yes!
core class feature?
Yes, I am. Because I was looking at it all night at work and I'm remembering it.
Two of them take shots at cornflakes.
Yep.
One of those shots is a critical.
Hey, cool. Let's see if I make it.
Damage sponge.
I'm totally the sponge and I don't know how.
Okay, so the first attack does 14 radiant damage.
Okay.
The second
Was that the
attack-
crit?
Yes.
Okay.
The second attack does 3.
Okay.
3 of them shoot at Lily, and all of the shots miss. The remaining 2 shoot at Autumn, and all of the shots miss.
Yeah, I'm just lucky like that.
Hitting first, hitting
Tw-
often.
2017. 12-5-2.
Yeah.
9-3.
Yeah, no.
Cornflakes, it's your turn.
Yeah, so I am going to take my action to magically create a small eldritch cannon.
Is that an action or a bonus action to do?
You can take an action.
Okay, so it's an action.
It is one action. Yep. So I am going to magically create a flamethrower cannon.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the one I would have picked, but you made your choice.
That is the one that I'm picking because
boy.
it's a 15-foot cone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Is this is the thing though? Like I said, like the room is
Yeah.
big enough. To,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely big enough to do that.
Mhm. Yep.
So you take your action.
Yes.
Does it do anything? What? Now that it's
When-
created, what does it do?
So, on each of my turns, I can take my bonus action to cause the cannon to activate if I'm within 60 feet of it. And this one does not have legs, so it can't move.
Okay. Does that bonus action that you can take include the action in which, or the turn in which it is deployed?
I can't see why not, because it is just it takes an action to cast it.
Because she hasn't used the bonus action.
And then
Right.
I use my bonus action
Yep.
to cast it.
Nope,
So
that's fine.
All 7 of those drones need to make a 15 dex.
Two of them fail.
Okay. So, whoo, 14 damage. To the 2 that failed, and 7 damage to the ones that passed.
They all explode.
Yes. And that is why I did that.
Nice.
Because I just wanted them gone.
No fireball?
My concern is that the room might be on fire now.
As to say, it does ignite any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
I have fire.
Well, no, you're not in the area.
You are not on fire. Everyone needs to make a dexterity save.
Oh, they're that kind of drone.
No.
Oh.
16.
15.
20, not nat.
Okay, everyone passes.
Oh, and Igobot 21.
Everyone passes. And takes 2 cold damage as the fire suppression system activates.
Did what it had to do. I ain't even mad, bro. So I have done that. All 7 done. Not having these drones. Sorry. As the water comes on. Oh, and it's probably been sitting in there, so it's like.
So it is not water. It is
Is it like foam?
it is a magical effect that basically freezes the room. So everything is now covered in frost.
Sorry.
Is this like a device we can take?
I mean, it would be equivalent to like trying to take the,
Yeah,
water
it-
sprinklers
it
out of the
would-
building.
Yeah,
Right.
a small.
You-
yeah, no.
You
It is magical.
you could, but
It's extensive and likely not at all worth very much.
This thing will just freeze everything.
you cannot weaponize the fire suppression system.
Okay.
I mean, it would be like trying to make a water cannon out of sprinklers inside an apartment building.
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
Sure.
Yeah, have you
But
seen
you
the
could also
water
just
that comes
get a
out of those
hose.
sprinkler systems, though?
Right?
It is nasty.
Like, you could just get a hose to do the same thing.
So can I make a request to the webmaster? Can we call this episode "The Galaxy Master Spends 90 Minutes Trying to Get the Party to Take a Long Rest"? Can that be what we call this one?
We could just say.
Because that's literally what I've been doing.
We could just call it. Should have just rested.
And now we're under arrest.
Alrighty, guys. Alright, ladies, let's get going.
Wait, no. I think we should take a long
Where?
rest.
Why? What? No, we're staying put. I literally just told Jacko we're staying put.
There. You.
Okay.
There is another suite in this area that has not had its suppression system deployed.
Yeah, let's go to the other room.
Fine. I'm gonna take the sheets though, and do I have prestidigitation? I don't think I do. I don't think I do.
I think I do.
Oh no, I do. I do. I'm gonna take the sheets and I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make them not frosty though,
Okay.
because I'm sure they're nice sheets.
They are nice sheets.
They might not. Maybe they're worth much. Maybe not. Either way, they're probably nicer than the ones I have at home. So I'm.
Oh, they're definitely nicer than the ones that you have.
I'm
at home.
taking them.
You're the kind of guy who steals the towels from the hotel rooms too.
Lily is very much the kind of person that steals the towels and the little soaps from the hotel room.
Oh, the little
Yes.
soaps are free game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, let's at least. Yeah, no,
And
Sorry, I
I say in
forget.
character, wow, so I guess it's okay to steal sheets, but it's not okay to steal freezing systems.
It's a matter of practicality.
I think it was very practical. Somebody's being a little cold.
You have a uniform.
She says while wearing a stolen uniform.
Yeah.
I never put it on.
Just so we're okay.
I never
But you
put it
you
on.
have a uniform.
So
But you have a
while
stolen
having
uniform.
a stolen uniform.
God,
Okay.
I don't understand why everybody's being so cold right now.
Okay, cool.
So you move into the suite next door, which is in an equal but different level of dishevelment. Are you all going to rest at the same time? Are you going to
Oh no,
watch?
see, I'm gonna actually have been like dragging my cannon because I have it for an hour.
Okay.
And yeah,
Just dragging it.
I'm dragging it over to the next room with my 11
Why did
strength.
you not give it legs or wheels or something?
I didn't want to, and now that I've said it,
You regret it.
And now you're
Yeah.
committed to it.
but I'm committed to it. Yep,
Okay.
yep, because I didn't know that the frost system was gonna turn on.
Are
Do you want to
pooping
take
your
first or
way
second
into a
watch?
long rest?
I better take second watch. I'm feeling.
So I'll take
I
first.
don't really have spells to worry about, so I'm going
Here,
to try
I'll
to
take
find my
first
way to the
watch.
party.
I was gonna say I was gonna take first watch because I'll be.
We don't
I asked
sleep.
this question, but I can't
You
remember the
do.
answers. I apologize. Is there
I
some
think
kind
I
of
s-
manual override on the door?
Because I looked it up.
Do you have trance?
Like
No,
you did?
half
Half elves don't.
Half elves don't trance.
No,
Oh.
any long rest.
You could try to communicate an override on the door.
Would that be a data?
That would be a data. There's an override on the door. You can't get it to work.
Alright, in that case, while they're long resting, I'm going to do the long slog. I'm going to park my mech back in the mech bay.
Okay.
I'm going to retrace my steps somewhere where I knew they were and try to recreate their path.
I would like you to do 5 investigation rolls in sequence.
Wow.
Investigation. Awesome, this is going to end so well.
Oh.
So not.
Okay.
You don't know my life. 4,
Okay.
Yep.
8,
Okay.
2.
Yeah, there we go. If you didn't take it away, I was going to.
Oh my god, your die tray is too small.
Your dice are too big.
That's what she said. That would be a modified 1
Yeah, this is happening.
and a 3.
Okay.
You need to like check if those things are weighted or
Did I
something.
roll
So-
an 8 that whole time?
So I've made note of what that means.
That I completely and abysmally failed 5
You
checks
get
in a row?
lost. You
Not
get totally lost in the
Not-
bowels of the ship.
not entirely. you are going to reach the party by the time they're done with their long rest.
Am I at 1 hit point?
No, well, we'll find out what you are shortly. Are people taking watches?
Yes.
Okay.
Can
So what is the order of the watches?
As I say, because you were saying that you don't have.
So I'm the only one apparently that doesn't have to sleep.
But I
You
can
need to
take.
rest, but you don't need to sleep.
I trance.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can take the first watch.
I was gonna say, why don't I take the last 4 hours?
Yeah, I can take the first watch because in the first hour.
You do
that way,
2 hours. You do 2 hours, and then I'll do 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that way, if something comes up at first, in the first hour, I still have my cannon.
Roll. We'll do a. Just for funsies, we'll do a survival for this one. So you roll once.
I guess technically Igobot can also take watch.
Nat 20
Okay.
for a 21.
You're rolling the exact opposite of me. I don't know what it is about this studio.
50.
I think it's the
Okay.
studio. I think I can't
Roll
roll
twice.
well in the studio.
Survival, you say?
I do.
Oh, but that's the husband's forte.
It is.
No, I don't usually care who's
It's not mine.
Sorry.
Straight rolls. That's a 4 and an 11.
Okay.
are we doing straight rolls with no bonuses?
No, he's doing straight rolls.
I
with
have no
bonuses
survival
because
bonus.
there's no survival
okay.
bonus.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I got a nat 20, so it was a 21.
So-
but
What does that mean for our intrepid adventurers? If you want to find out, you'll join us for the next session of 8-Bit Adventures Plays Dark Matter. Credits thingy. The Dark Matter setting is created by Magehand Press. You can find them at magehandpress.com. The music and other sound effects from the session and the following session come from tabletopaudio.com. For more information on the 8-Bit Adventures media universe, 8-bitadventures.com. And for more information on doing programming in a crazy space like this, visit pittsfieldtv.org. We will see you at the next session.
hi, everybody.
After the break.
Right. Yes, if you're watching us live on Twitch, now that I've done my melodramatic stare for the freeze frame, we will be taking a short break. 10, 15 minutes at the most, we hope, maybe, perhaps. So grab a snack, use a potty, do what you need to do to continue the adventure, and we will do the same. See you shortly!
Maybe not in your spacesuit, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a little ripe in there.
don't mess up the microphone!
I was gonna say, I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, no, I saw that little moose and I was like, that's cute.
Yeah.
I love to
Yeah.
figure out how to
I mean, I realized.
edit out
It's
basically
funny because one of my hair.
like end credits for the show.
Oh, I love orange,
for the
but I know
podcast
it's
episode.
brown, like she-
think I uploaded it. Okay, let's get this back to where I need it. Oh no!
We're
I love
gonna
you
clip
guys.
that.
I love you guys.
Welcome back! Caveman Adventures plays Dark Matter.
Woo!
Hi, I'm Matthew Tucker, your Galaxy Master.
And you're now tired.
Everyone go home. Time for a nap.
Time for a long
But I'm
rest.
tired.
That's true. It is time for a long rest.
Yes.
You guys. Hauling my butt through it.
When we last left our intrepid crew of ship yet to be named, the
TBD.
Hammer's falling.
Anyway.
Sorry, I
all,
spaced out.
all of the players rolled some dice.
A lot of them. Very few of them good. But that'd be none of them.
Yeah, you're lucky I haven't taken your dice away.
Jacko,
from me
you're
yet.
I got
able
some new ones.
to get to the fighter bay and mark the access point from the exterior easily enough so that you're able to get back to it from the exterior.
Perfect.
When it's time to take your darn frame with you
Love
at
it.
some point, you hope, maybe.
Yep, I hope maybe. I love it.
You are able to make your way back to the teleportation chamber and activate the teleportation circle that leads you back to the room that you started at when the party split. Retracing your steps back to the fork where the party split up, you notice very easily the signs that were indicated by Lily and the rest of the party as to where to go. You follow that course, and it takes you into a crawl space, and it takes you into an access room. When you reach the access room, you find the wreckage of several drones and several other metallic parts.
Okay.
The damaged drones and the metallic parts are being examined by a robot who rounds upon you when it realizes you've entered the room, and you roll initiative. It's okay, he's the fighter.
No, I'm not mad about it. No,
It's all
Where
good.
is it?
Maybe.
Well, it's
not used to
about
this.
damn
I
time.
don't remember where initiative is on these either. I've been.
It's your dexterity bonus.
Three.
Uh-huh. So,
Why are you all so terrible?
It's these stupid dice. Every single one of them. They're all garbage.
Sean, do you need smaller dice?
No, I have smaller dice.
that
I
can load.
refuse.
the
No, pretty
robot
soon I'm gonna start taking your bad 20s.
rounds on you.
Maybe they need a week with me to like rolling good. Sorry.
And
You know how to handle the dice. Play with them. Roll them around. Palm your hand.
Give them some love.
Yeah.
are you finished?
Nope. I can go on for hours. Carry on.
The robot turns, swings its morning star at you,
Morning Star.
Yes, they all have morning stars, just like Fred.
and the first hit goes wide. The second hit bounces off of your frame. It gets annoyed and it charges you and hits you into the wall. You take 8 bludgeoning damage. It is now your turn.
It's clobbering time, boyo. And I turn my dial so that my hammer's out. And I
Okay.
smash down with my hammer.
Okay. You roll that beautiful bean footage. I mean, damage dice.
There we go.
21.
That's a hit.
And I'm going to like use the rocket feature of my rocket hammer
Okay.
on this particular roll.
Okay.
$16 damage. I'm gonna take a second attack.
Okay.
That would be a 15. To hit.
That is a hit.
9 damage.
9.
9 damage, boyos.
I love how you call all of the rest of the party, which is all females, boyo.
Beautiful thing.
It's like calling everybody bro.
Yep. A dude or a monkey butt.
The robot doesn't have all that much room to maneuver and make any proper attacks. So all of its strikes don't really have any force and hit your frame harmlessly. It is your turn.
Well, it's about damn time. 14.
That is a miss.
Second attack.
He's just figured
There we
out the
go.
AC, folks.
24.
That is a hit.
And I'm using my hammer smash. 9 damage.
The robot's frame is bent in a number of places, and it seems to be challenged in movement, but it is definitely not down. It continues to attack. You're fired. The first 2 hits cause no damage. One going wide, one bouncing harmlessly off of your armor. It goes in to charge you and misanalyzes its physical state because of the damage to its frame. It pitches forward and falls down. It is prone, you get an attack of opportunity. That was a 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
24.
That is definitely a hit.
Technically, you would have advantage.
Roll again to see if you crit.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
But these dice are rolling much better.
9 damage. I'm gonna squash you like a bug.
Your turn.
Again.
It
wow.
hits.
Yep.
I was gonna say, you still have advantage.
Yeah, because it's prone.
Oh, that was so close.
Saw that?
Oh, it just tumbled around.
It sort of teeter-twanied and then landed on 14.
So,
Yeah.
mechanical question I should have asked last turn, but I forgot, so it doesn't matter. I get to re-roll a 1 or 2 with heavy weapons on my damage dice. Is that only the primary damage, or like I'm using the effect of my hammer, so I get 2 additional d4? Would I also get to re-roll a 1 or a 2 on those d4s?
I would say, unless someone has a reason to argue mechanically, there's no reason that it wouldn't apply to the additional damage.
Is it a spell type of damage?
No.
No, I mean it's still. I guess it would still be dice that are part of the weapon damage.
Right.
Cool.
Hey, there we go.
12 damage.
Okay.
Still up, or down, or functioning.
Still functioning.
All right, second attack.
Not looking good.
18 to hit.
That is a hit.
11 damage. He's beat down. I can do this all day.
Yes, you can. I can't wait till we could actually say that we've finished a long rest.
It swings its morning star as it tries to stand. It connects. Gotta roll correct dice. 5 piercing damage. However, the effort of swinging causes it to lose balance again.
So it is also prone again?
It is prone again.
So I get an attack of opportunity again?
Sure. Because at this point,
17.
that's a hit.
12 damage.
It is looking really bad. It is your turn.
There we go.
That's 20.
It dies.
Yeah.
Because if you
It's like
activate your
10.
rocket, that's maximized, and then you roll again.
Okay, yep.
So,
Yeah, so that's a lot of damage.
It dies.
So it's at least
so it's like
21
what?
damage
Yeah.
before the die roll.
Yeah.
The impact strikes it solidly in the back and breaks one of the main linkages in its body, causing the limbs to sort of... You remember the crash test dummy action figures? You'd push the button on their chest and their limbs would go...
Yep.
That.
Awesome.
There was a crash test dummy action figure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was a TV
a
show.
bunch of
It was a
them.
video
It was
game.
amazing.
Cool.
There was an evil crash test dummy. It was great.
Yep.
I believe the name of the show is The Incredible Crash Test Dummies.
Yeah.
That's
You're
right.
They were a family.
Yep.
They were.
I smash it again for good measure.
Okay. The robot is destroyed.
Take the morning star.
Yep, I'll take the Morning Star and I will add it to my weapons die.
Okay. Very good. It is
There's the stats for it.
identical to the one that Cornflakes has.
Although yours
It is a non-magical morning star that can also be used as a flashlight.
Love it.
Although you get the bonus to hit.
You continue along the course that has been indicated by your companions. When you arrive in the direction that they indicated, you come out onto what looks to be a science laboratory floor. You see a number of labs in a disheveled state. And you see ahead of you what looks like one of the labs which has had its door opened and something has exploded from it. In the hallway ahead of you,
Oh, yeah.
there is a robot which has a crushed leg and a strange sort of floating object that you can't entirely identify at this distance. It seems to be canting to one side, but it is floating. And next to it is a similar object that is not canting. It is floating in the vicinity.
I will walk in that direction.
Okay.
Feels so nice to have a rest.
Are you just walking in that direction?
Yes.
Okay.
Menacingly.
I mean, yeah.
No, he's
Kind of
going down the hallway.
Okay.
I mean, that's how you be menacing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody ever gets hurt when they're doing this.
True.
The two floating objects turn.
You say that the robot is like its leg is like.
Yes.
Is it like still a functioning?
It is still functioning.
Okay.
It is standing up. It just seems like its leg has been burnt and fused.
Okay.
He's got a bum leg.
The two floating objects turn and release this semi-robotic, semi-human scream. Think Daleks
Okay.
being tortured.
Okay.
They have what kind of looks like an eye on the front. Sort of not actually claws, but they look like little clawed legs underneath the platform, as well as a series of tubes hanging underneath. Now that you are closer, you can clearly see that the things inside the pinkish domes are disembodied brains
The pinkish domes are on top of the
little floating platforms.
Okay.
The one that is canting has a cracked dome, and there is a pink viscous fluid
Yeah, I launch
oozing
myself into
out.
the air and I bring my hammer down on top of that one.
Okay, roll that initiative.
Pull that beautiful initiative.
I'm gonna let you pull that one off and then roll initiative after.
Okay. So that was an attack roll?
Yes,
Okay. 23.
that's a hit.
And I will use the rocket hammer, like, in the air.
Okay.
$11 damage.
Track here.
This will be an interesting combat.
Yeah, it will.
Oh boy. Because their brains in a jar.
Uh-huh.
The impact crushes the dome, and the anti-grav sort of putters out and fails as the dome collapses and forcibly shoves all of the viscous fluid and bits of brain matter out the side. Roll initiative.
10.
What's your dex?
11.
Wow.
Okay. Brain, you, robot.
Are there 2 brains?
You squished one.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, not anymore.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that did that or if I know it killed the disc. I wasn't sure if it also killed the brain.
Life needs things to live.
Sure. I mean, does it?
The brain screeches out in its robotic vocorded cry and fires a searing beam of pinkish energy. Its rage seems to have offset it, and it fires over the top of the shoulder of your frame, missing you quite clearly. Your turn.
Smash it with my hammer.
Okay.
14 to hit.
That
on
is
the
a
brain?
hit.
Okay. And I will use my rocket boost on this one.
Okay.
Mm. 19 damage. I don't like the maniacal laugh.
You crack the shell and cause it to begin to cant and wobble.
Okay.
It is still functioning.
Okay. That was my first attack. Second attack
Oh.
is a 10.
That is a miss.
See,
The
hammer goes wide.
the first hit, in having it cant, it sort of drifts and you miss as it drifts.
It lists lazily to the left.
It was more so because that was a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was a really good amount of damage.
Nice.
The robot moves in range to attack and swings its Morning Star. Both of the strikes are easily dodged, but it again sort of bends over and charges you and hits you solidly, doing 9 bludgeoning damage. The brain fires another beam of raw power, which, with it listing, goes completely wide, cutting a furrow into one of the walls. Your turn.
Smash!
The brain or the robot?
The brain.
Okay.
That'd be 12.
That does hit.
Use my extra hammer smash.
I don't think any of those brains hit anybody with their I-beam attacks.
No, they hit cornflakes.
Oh.
One of them took her down.
Oh.
Remember, I picked up the dice for that one, and someone went, "That's a lot of dice."
Oh, right, because I think it was a crit.
Yeah, it was.
12 damage.
It was.
And then they never hit anyone again.
I prefer my brains inside of a head.
You smash it solidly into the ground. It bursts in a fashion similar to the previous brain. Are you using your second attack?
Oh, that's
or-
right. That was not my second attack.
That was not your
Yep.
second attack. That was your first attack.
14 to hit the robot.
That is a miss. Robot.
Robot.
He's a robot.
Hits you for 9 piercing damage.
Oh, goodness, this thing is hard.
Yeah.
And then its leg finally gives out and it falls prone. Attack of opportunity.
12.
That
wait.
is a,
I get advantage on that,
you
right?
do.
Much better.
19.
That is a hit.
Much better.
7 damage.
Okay.
And that makes it my attack.
It
It's
is
prone,
indeed.
so I still get advantage.
Yep.
You do.
There we go.
Nat 20.
Okay.
And I will use my hammer swing. So that's
I want to see how much damage is done here.
so that's 21 out of the gate. A lot. 40 damage. not quite enough to deal ship-based damage, but it's halfway there.
You crush the brain control case quite deftly.
Perfect.
You dealt 0.4 mega damage.
Yep. I'll take it.
You did. You arrive in the teleport chamber and find that the teleport circle that it's connected to, or that it should be connected to, has been depowered. It is possible to try and teleport to the location where the circle is and transfer power from this circle to that circle enough to get you there, but there is risk.
Okay. I'll do it.
Oh boy.
The teleportation activates, and you are teleported successfully. Unfortunately,
There we go. I was waiting for it.
you are not teleported onto the circle precisely.
Oh boy.
Get splinched.
You are teleported partially into the rock of the asteroid.
Oh no. So this means you get shunted out and then you take damage.
Yeah. You are forced forward and take not as bad as it could be.
You're force pushed.
13 damage
Okay.
as you are shunted through the or
I am
shunted
down.
into the room.
Oh no.
I'm down.
You're down?
Yes. So I still had a lot of damage from the first session. So. What can we hit before we're dead?
What do you mean?
Like how negative can we go?
Oh, you have to go negative
Yeah,
in
you-
one
Oh,
hit.
so there are no negative hit points.
Yeah, you
Right.
have to go
It's-
in one hit.
In order to die of massive damage, you have to take your maximum hit points worth
Okay.
of damage,
in
basically.
in one hit.
In one
Okay.
hit.
Yeah.
That's good. So I'm not dead.
I think that's what
Oh,
it is.
okay. So we're putting a pin in you.
Yep.
We'll get back to that.
We'll get back to that.
I like it.
Okay. So now I've got to remember everybody's rolls.
I had a 4 and an 11.
Right.
I think I had a 15.
Right.
I don't.
You had a
remember.
nat 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were
Yes. I'm like, I did good.
So during your watch, while the rest of the group rests, you are able to tinker a little bit with the arcane terminal,
Okay.
which the information that was on the terminal in the other room was transferred over to the terminal in this room when you moved, thanks to the efforts of Lily.
Yep.
Not really knowing data, but knowing devices, you tinkered with the terminal a little bit. And were able to better focus in the resolution of the internal scanners to give you a little bit more information about what they were detecting in the cargo bay area.
Okay.
There is a large number of targets.
Okay.
A large the vast majority of those targets appear to be low powered,
Okay.
like dormant or sleeping,
I was gonna
or,
say so.
or near
so like
near stasis.
so like R2D2 powered down.
Yes.
Okay.
There is one very intense energy signature. It looks like the cargo bay is sort of set up in a way that there are movable walls. So there are 3 walls that have been set up before the external door.
Okay.
Groups of the dormant energy signatures are in 2 of the doors.
Okay.
The high energy signature is sort of at the end in the space between the external door. There is also an object in that room that is non-biological and definitely ship-sized.
Okay.
But you can't get all that much detail because of the high energy of whatever it is in that same room.
So the one with the intense object. So like there's the doors into there, and then there's 3 walls like that.
Yep.
Okay. And so then the big energy signature is the one that's closest to the door.
Yep.
With the big ship-sized object.
Yep.
And then basically 2 more or 3 more little sections of dormant stuff.
So two more little sections of dormant spaces of some sort. So cargo.
Wouldn't there be 3?
Cargo hold, door, or wall, wall. Yeah, there's 3 rooms.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay.
And you're able to share this information with the group when they wake up.
Yep.
Hey, you were tinkering around. You can discuss it before you go anywhere. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah. I was pushing buttons and seeing what was going to happen.
Autumn, your break is relatively uneventful.
Can I put my uniform on?
Sure.
Take off my mech suit, put that on, and then put the mech suit back on.
Sure. Go for it. It's Lily's watch. Everyone's asleep. It's about the first hour of the watch when you get a alert tone being generated by Jacko's suit.
Oh dear, that's that's not good. They both need to rest. I am quite fine. Ego, let's go investigate that, shall we? I'm gonna see sort of way for me to kind of like detect where the ping is coming from.
Roll tech.
14.
Using your linkages, using the linkages that are on EgoBot and your comm set,
Yeah.
it's not awful to triangulate the general location. It seems to be in the it's up.
Okay.
So you definitely need to be on the lift and
Okay.
tracking it.
All right. I'm just gonna write a quick note. Just says went to fetch Jacko. Be back in a flash. And Egobot and I are going to go take the lift.
Roll a death save.
Oh no.
Is that just Constitution or
That is
That's
just a
a
D20.
straight
That's just
roll.
a straight roll.
If it's
Okay.
if it's
16?
10, okay. So if you roll 11 to 20 3 times,
It's
You stabilize.
It's 10 to 20.
it's 10 to 20. I'm
10 to
sorry.
23 times.
It's 10 to 23 times you're stable.
It's 10 to 19 3 times you're stable. If you roll a 20, you are conscious with 1 hit point.
If you roll a 1, it's 2 death saves.
So if you roll a 1, it's 2 failures, and a 2 to 9 is 1 failure.
You get 3 failures, you die.
Yep.
Yep.
I recall. Perfect.
Okay, so you're one
Yes,
up.
I'm very well familiar with this, so
Yeah.
I'll be
Yep.
able to
Th-
help.
This is a mechanic that Courtney is familiar with.
Very, very familiar. It's not like it happens to every character,
I forgot
right?
to use my second wind. Oh wow.
It's all right.
Yep.
You can get up and then use it then.
It's true.
It's all good. Your triangulation leads you to the bridge level.
So, let's see. I'm going to basically go to the corridor, or the intersection.
Okay.
That basically the transporter room and then the lift. So like coming around the corner, the bridge would be behind, and then the transporter room would be ahead.
Yep.
And just kind of take a look around.
So you see the corridor, you see the rock face at the end of the corridor.
Yep.
The door is open the way you left it. There's nothing to see in this span. You're definitely, based on the signal, getting closer to Jacko.
The bridge door doesn't look open.
The bridge door has not been opened,
Okay.
at least not that you can tell.
Okay.
And the signal is not coming from that direction.
Okay. I'm gonna head in the direction of the signal,
Okay.
which I presume would be the transporter.
Okay. Roll a death save.
Here we go. Okay, 19.
We're good.
It's always nerve-wracking when there's death
Roll
rolls.
perception.
He was doing this. He can't die.
Yeah, exactly.
Can Igobot aid me?
He may. Or it may. I don't know what pronouns I'm giving the robot.
When in doubt, you
He's
say.
fine.
It could be an it.
When in doubt, you say. It is very negative connotations.
Except that
In this
we're
case,
talking
it's
about
a construct.
At
We're
this
talking
point,
about
it is a
an-
construct.
A
though.
literal
Yeah.
physical
a
construct.
literal object.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Igobot
Yeah.
has feelings.
Does it?
It has
he
int
been-
4. I mean, it might have feelings.
Okay.
Okay. That is. Oh, I'm trained in perception. Okay, so I have a +3, so 21.
You hear a humming sound consistent with the anti-grav motor of a brain coming from the transporter room.
And that's where the pinging is coming from?
Yes.
Well, Igobot, it seems our work's not done yet. Yeah, we're gonna make our way into the transporter room with repeater ready.
Roll stealth.
Okay. I think I'm actually good at this. Untrained. Just naturally good. Modified 20.
Yeah, naturally.
Igobot is 19.
Okay.
Also trained.
You enter the transporter room. The brain has positioned itself so that it is pointing in the direction of Jacko. You see a glow coming from its front. Sort of, it's being backlit, as if it is about to fire. You get to attack. Because you shoot first.
Oh, that's a 10.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
Yes.
So I don't know if I'm hidden from it. This is mechanically speaking. If I am hidden from it, would I have advantage?
Is it a surprise thing?
So,
Is that
so normally if you are hidden from something and it's unaware of your presence, like if you're a hidden attacker, you have advantage. But that gets into weird, like...
I'd say that it's unaware.
Like meta knowledge.
I'll allow it.
Okay. This is, yeah, because it's always weird and like you don't always just want to tip your hand on that. I mean, that's a 24.
Okay. That's going to be a hit.
So, listen, folks at home, okay? I bring this up because it's a rule.
No. Absolutely fair.
For a grand total of 7 points of radiant damage.
You strike it in the back, and it throws it off balance to the point where the beam goes wide and cuts a furrow into the rock face. It spins around, does its awful scream. Roll initiative.
Yep. Just need to see. So I have one of those left, and I have one of those left. Okay. Cool. 12.
That is a hit. Or that is initiative. Right.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an
is a hit, you
initiative.
say.
Yes, no. So it goes first, then
Okay.
you.
That's fine.
Then me?
It you get the feeling almost as if it is palpably radiating off of the brain, that it is frustrated. It's turned to face you,
Yep.
and it releases a scream that is it is both similar and unlike the screams that you've heard previously.
Ah.
It is similar in tonality, but different in the fact that there is a force of psychic might in the scream.
Okay. Do I need to make a save?
You will, point of order,
Yes.
someone who is making death saves fails their saves, correct?
Yes.
For what? Wait, for what happens?
So someone's in the middle of rolling death saves.
Yes.
Oh, hang on.
That person who takes damage, I think, automatically gets one failure.
Well,
Yeah.
No,
but
if
So
it's...
they
it-
auto-fail strength and dex saves
Yep.
for being
Okay.
unconscious.
Yes.
okay.
Yes, if there's checks for...
So the both of you,
I mean, however, if it deals damage even on a failed save,
it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So
it's still a failure.
you get one failure.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You roll wisdom.
Is this a charm effect?
It is not a charm effect.
Okay. That's a 9. And Igobot gets an 8. That's right. His hit points.
Lily and Igobot
Yes.
take 19 psychic damage
Okay.
as the psychic scream racks your nervous system and affects the artificial control systems on Igobot in a similar fashion. It is your turn.
Right. Igobot, activate kill mode. And I'm going to run over and cast level 2 Cure Wounds on Jacko.
Okay. So Igo is attacking it and you're cure woundsing.
Yes.
Okay.
So you get a grand total of 11 hit points.
Hey!
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. That is notable.
Mm-hmm.
Igobot. Is a 19 to hit.
That is definitely a hit.
Yep. For 4 points of force damage.
Okay. Right.
And if I have enough movement to duck behind that console, I'm totally going to.
Absolutely.
I don't know if that'll help against the eye beam of death. But, you know.
Worth a shot.
Jacko, you're reviving last in the initiative order. That means it is your turn.
So you are prone, but you're conscious.
What does it normally take to stand up?
Half the movement.
Just half movement.
I will stand up.
Like, it requires no action now to stand up.
Cool.
Which is neat.
But I will take a bonus action to regain hit points.
Okay.
That'd be 6 points that I regain.
Wow, that's a nice bonus to
It's a
that.
D10 plus fighter level.
Nice.
So he rolled poorly.
Roll the 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering how that turned into.
Yep.
I was like, whoa,
Yep.
that's a nice bonus.
Fighter level.
So I'm looking pretty bad.
And there's a thing here.
Yes, a thing.
Yes, there
Mother
is.
brain gonna
A
get
brain
you.
in a
Right
jar.
I smash it.
See?
Okay. You roll that beautiful smash footage.
Hey!
That'd be a 25 to hit.
That
You
is
need to
in
take
fact a hit.
You need to take the. Is it a feat that turns 19s into crits too?
I get it at level 15 for fighter, but it might also be a feat. I'm gonna use my rocket.
Okay.
Smacky.
You rock it.
Oh, nice! No!
20 damage.
Out of
You crush it.
out of 21.
Literally, you crush it.
Yay!
Was that one giving you some trouble?
It unleashed some sort of psychic assault.
I see.
I'm not feeling very well.
Well, I'd offer to help you with that, but I can't.
I can take you back to where we're holed up. We might need to extend our rest a bit.
Yes, I wouldn't mind that. I follow you wherever you lead.
So yeah. Yeah, we'll go down the corridor, hop in the lift, take the lift back down, and head back to the diplomat suite.
Okay. getting my bearings here. The completion of your rest is uneventful.
So we're able to have a long rest?
The two of you have a long rest. Combat during a long rest.
Yeah, this is where it gets complicated.
Oh dear. Okay. So you have to fill the period of the long rest,
Do we
or
have food
you
in-
restart the long rest.
I think it restarts.
Oh, sweet mercy. So,
But,
the
like,
two,
I don't know if I would necessarily have to trance again.
right.
Okay.
The two of you can definitely get the benefit of a short rest.
Which,
Oh, these two.
I'd be
So
okay
we
with.
finish our long rest.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
I would be okay with
I'm
it.
okay with that also.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness, because I have a water skin and I have rations. So
It doesn't give any hit point regain, right?
But you can
You can
spend
use hit
you can
dice.
spend hit dice.
I never understand how those work.
I do. I can.
So, did you play? Sean,
I know how those work.
did you play 4th edition at all? You know how
Well,
healing
game,
surges work?
though.
I know, no.
Okay,
I played
so-
like 3 sessions.
Okay, so what you're gonna do? So,
So-
how many? What level are you?
We're all level 5.
5.
So what's your hit dice or D10?
So it's basically
you're
you
gonna
got
have 5 D10 that you can use,
Okay.
and you can use up to that every time you roll during a short rest. You I like to do
you
it
can
one at
expend a hit
time.
die to roll that die and regain that many hit points.
Yes.
Okay.
I like to do it one at a time because you also add your
Con modifier to each roll. You add something to each roll.
Yeah, you had your con, if I recall correctly.
Con would make sense.
Yeah.
Hit dice does explain hit dice. I have all of these things on this handy little card, but there's nothing about the hit dice.
Well,
Isn't
then
that
I will
funny?
roll a couple of those at least.
I know that you. Yeah.
Great start.
I believe it is because it's just like when you level up and you roll a die and then you add your con modifier to what you've rolled for that.
Better.
So. Yeah.
I mean, that's what you guys. I don't have a combo. It doesn't matter. So there's 5.
Okay. And what do I regain? Hit dice again, or like when
So
I level?
you
or-
regain hit dice. You regain half of your max. So half of your maximum hit dice
Yeah.
after a long rest.
Okay.
So you and I would regain 2 hit dice after a long rest.
Okay. Cool.
Since if you spend it all, it takes you longer to recuperate
Sure.
them,
Yep.
which I will probably do because.
Dice, dice, dice.
Yes, you
all
also-
day long.
Yes, you do also add your con modifier.
Dice, dice, dice while I sing this song.
I have no con
I
modifier,
just
so it's
found
irrelevant
it, so
for me.
Okay.
it is. Yes.
And I'm back up to where I started the session. At 23.
I'm almost full. It's a beautiful thing.
It's, not having a con bonus.
Yeah.
Roll hit dice, make the HP shine. Clean off the paint with turpentine.
Yep.
So, and I guess basically
that pains me, doesn't it?
after
Little
the
bit.
hour, so I can heal Igobot with Mending,
Okay.
which is a cantrip that just requires a minute.
Okay.
I mean, do you want me to, like, roll out chain casting it? Kind
Yeah.
of thing?
It
Because it heals
happens.
2d6 every time I cast it.
It happens.
Yeah.
You take several minutes and repair Igobot.
Yes.
Are we awake?
Probably.
Yes.
By now.
Can we talk to anybody?
Well,
What?
I
because
mean,
because after an hour, it would have only have been 2 hours or so into my watch.
Yeah,
Right.
so you'd still have a couple
So,
more hours.
well, so the two of them return, get a little more rest, the
Yeah.
short rest, and then you wake up,
Yep.
and there they are.
Well, look at you, sorry bunch of sorries.
Hey, Jacko, you look a little roughed up.
Well, I'm fine.
What happened to your mech suit?
I parked it in the bay.
Well, you know what they say.
I tagged it. We'll come back for it.
You know what they say. Once you soil something, it's yours forever.
I thought it was if you lick it, it's yours.
I wouldn't lick something soiled.
Yeah, you don't want to lick that.
No, instead of soiling, I thought the rule was if you lick it, it's yours.
Igoma, how did we end up with this crew again? How?
You know you love us.
I could be in a hotel right now.
See, I feel like that's a question that you probably find yourself asking about me sometimes.
All the time.
Yeah.
Just all the time.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we've determined. There's apparently a cargo bay that shouldn't exist on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
There's some sort of bio readings coming from the cargo bay.
Yeah, one of them is, we're gonna run into something just on the other side of the door.
There's also something ship-sized in the cargo bay.
Like a ship.
Quite possibly.
I don't know. It's just huge.
One can hope.
There wasn't enough detail that I could get when I was fiddling around, but it's something ship size, so I'm assuming something that might, yeah.
I menacingly smack my giant hammer into my hand. Well, let's go see what kind of genetically modified freaks we're dealing with.
Oh, I hope it's just.
I take Fred. Yeah!
I really hope that it's something.
two-handed.
Got yourself a new whacking stick, I see.
Yeah, his name is Fred.
Can I search the room for the stuff I would need to do a ritual?
Do you need components or?
What kind of
Yeah.
ritual?
Find familiar ritual.
Oh no! Don't you have an arcane focus?
It has a cost,
Material cost.
but it's like charcoal and incense.
Yeah, it's weird stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say not at this time.
Okay. Sorry.
I mean, he's still there. He doesn't go away.
No, went to the
They-
different. He got hit.
He got hit. Yeah.
Oh, and you haven't been able to summon
Yeah,
him.
he got
Okay.
hit.
Right, he hasn't had an opportunity to summon it back since
Right.
it got brain zapped.
Right.
I have a question about that, but
Yes.
now if if Cornchip didn't get damaged, that can be a pull it out and bring
Mm-hmm.
put it in and bring it back out without having to do the
Correct.
thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
can-
if they get
You can
heated to
sort
the
of
ethereal
dismiss and then resummon.
Okay.
It's just if it is reduced to 0 hit points, it goes.
Then you can't.
And you
Okay.
have to re-ritual summon it.
Got it.
Right.
Got it. Sorry, I just needed that. My mind needed that clarification.
It's you can cast dismiss pet and call pet, but if it dies, you have to cast revive pet.
Okay.
Yeah. Correct. So are you prepared to proceed?
Yeah,
I believe
Let's
so.
get ready to rock and roll, boyos.
I feel good.
It's good to have you back, Jacko.
Good to be back.
So to
I
get
missed your sorry ugly mugs.
to the bay, there is an open lift.
Did I take my? Okay, good.
Going down.
You board the lift and it takes you down roughly 3 levels.
I put the hammer away and I pull my big blaster out.
A large set of doors open. And the room that you see is upsetting.
This is fine.
The lighting has been lowered to a certain degree. And there is a bit of a sickly, pinkish glow.
I don't think I've ever heard the word sickly and pinkish together.
Sounds like Pepto-Bismol gone bad.
The inside of a body.
Could use some of that earlier.
Attached in ports that have been crafted and put onto the wall using a haphazard collection of technology with wires and bits and semi-organic parts and semi-mechanical parts are the non-floating section of the brains in a jar. Studding the walls.
This is fine.
There's roughly 100 of them studding the walls in this room.
We need to blow those up.
On it.
Oh no! Oh god. It's already happened.
You're doing it.
I'm doing
I
it.
said you're doing it.
no.
Yep.
Alright.
I need very little provocation here.
Oh no!
Space Marine.
How did Jacko survive?
I was gonna go with something a
Me.
little
Like,
more organized, but that worked.
Before you.
It was me.
No. Before you, how has he always had adult supervision up until now?
Yeah, it was called a commanding officer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
And what they did was they told him, Jacko, shoot.
Or it was my brother from another mother, Jacobin, who looked out for me.
And he had a whole bunch of rules.
Can I attempt to
He
stop Jacko
did.
from firing his weapon?
Are you the one who told me to fire?
I
Yeah.
said we need to destroy them, not to do it.
No, you said it
I
has
think-
to get done. Jacko
Roll-
heard that
roll
as
damage.
do it.
I was gonna say, here's the thing.
How close together are these brains?
They are maybe a yard and a half apart.
Like all of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to target the whole 10 foot by 10 foot square, because I can do that with my
Okay.
thing.
With your minigun.
With my minigun, yep.
You have set yourself up to cast Fireball. That's what
Oh,
happened.
damn straight.
5 damage. They would need to make like a reflex save, I think.
Dex save.
They, no,
Oh, wait, that's on the-
they're not making any deck
They're
saves.
stationary.
They're
They're stationary.
Yeah.
They're stationary. So
Reflex save, yeah.
They fail a reflex save.
Okay, so they all take 5 damage. Everything in the 10 foot cube takes 5 damage.
Okay, deck saves, everyone.
From the rest of us. 'Cause-
Everyone.
Yep.
That's just my luck.
Well, that's good.
That's cocked.
That's definitely
That's
cocked.
so cocked.
Non-sarcastic, that is good.
17.
17.
Not quite as good as the nat 20, but it looked
that
like it
is
was
also
good.
good.
This was a dex save?
Yes.
5.
That's a 19 for Lily and a 21 for Igobot, so the moment we see him pull the trigger, we duck for cover, apparently.
18.
So I take 5 damage?
Are you in the 10 foot cube? Because I don't think you're taking the damage from me.
Let's
Oh, no. Oh.
That would be the retaliation from the brains.
Yep. Okay. This is fine.
blast breaks all of the containment jars where the brains are placed. The stored potential psychic energy in the jars begins to burst out and generate a chain reaction.
Perfect.
Oh no. Oh, we just created a bomb.
Oh god, is this a TPK?
I hope so.
No, I made my. No, we made. I'll survive.
The party sees what's going down.
Yep.
Yep.
Actually, Cornflakes,
I totally miss what's going down.
roll again
Oh boy.
and tell me what the smaller number is, because you get disadvantage on dex rolls.
I do. It's still a 5.
Okay.
It's still a 5.
Because you're still in the.
Right.
Yes,
You're
I'm
still in the
still
life-
in the. I
you're
forgot.
Why are you still in the life suit?
You're still in the floppa suit.
There's atmosphere.
Actually, I would have taken that off after we slept.
But you
But you didn't
But I
tell
didn't.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's still a 5.
Okay.
It's still a 5.
That's fine. The group is able to get into the elevator shaft. And protect against most of the explosive damage. Time for math. Everyone who passed their deck save takes 10 damage from the blast as they're shoved into the elevator. Cornflakes on the trailing edge takes 20, and I presume from that face is down.
No, I'm not down. I'm just wondering if my smallness would have helped because they're all bigger than me.
No.
No, it's a giant explosion.
Okay, it's not like being behind you guys would have
It
been
doesn't
like.
look tough.
No, you were in the...
Okay.
Everybody ran, you were last.
Okay.
Also, you have to be a halfling to get
It's the
cover from
it's the
bigger folks.
halfling one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a special trait for halflings.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. No, I
You are just resistant to mental forms of magic. Is the balancing factor on that one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, I'm still up. I just
The
can't stay above 20 hit points.
glow begins to dissipate. And you look out into the room.
Problem solved.
Next
Yeah.
time, Jacko, let's try to come up with a better idea.
The banks that everything was connected into are destroyed. The wall leading into the next section of the bay has been blown apart and in. The force of the blast crushed and destroyed what appeared to be capacitors that were connected to the brains and generating energy in some fashion. The blast also blew a hole in the other wall through which you can see. And this is quite the distance down, but you can see everything. It's maybe 200 feet. 200 feet away, there is it looks like an array of energy weapons being pointed at a ship. The ship appears to be of dwarven design, but is of unusual make. Its shape is a little bit more streamlined than a normal dwarven craft. It's definitely dwarven craftsmanship, but it looks like they were cheating off of the elves and the gnomes' ship design charts when they built this particular ship. The power lines that were connected to the weapons arrays that were pointed at the ship were connected into the capacitors, which were connected into the brains.
Okay.
So the brains were basically charging the energy weapons.
This is consistent with some of the, I believe, some of the information that I found.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because they were using
That they use the tortured scream, the tortured psyches of
the
crew to provide power for.
You just blew up all the crew.
They weren't the crew anymore.
They weren't the crew anymore, but
It's not like they were gonna come back anytime soon.
No, but it's still sad to think about.
In the center, between you and the ship, is a comparatively massive floating object. It has a Baroque, semi-organic, semi-metallic base. Similar but more ornate, similar to but more ornate than the floating bases of the brains in a jar. Along the edge of the device is a series of brain jar casks, several of which have brains in them, several of which are empty. A series of wicked-looking tentacles hang underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Several of them are not
No, Siri.
Not you. Go away. Stupid robot.
Stupid AI.
Several of the tentacles are ended with oversized syringes contained with various unpleasant-looking fluids. The construct turns, and it has a similar eye on the front. And it seems to almost look like it has, near where its vocorder is, a set of teeth. Not providing any sort of benefit, just for the sake of menacing. You also notice that there is a strange greenish blue crackle going along the body of this construct every couple of minutes or every couple of seconds. A booming mechanical voice. Cursed organics! And it charges at you at maximum speed. Roll initiative.
Charges?
To rock and roll.
Charges.
Is it also anti-grav?
It is also anti-grav.
Okay.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
Do 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 do.
Time to
do,
smash
do.
stuff. with my hammer.
20 or higher.
22.
Wow.
Lily takes the lead. 15 to 19.
18.
15.
Cornflakes and Jacko. 10 to 14.
12.
Okay. Lily, it is your turn. It is 200 feet away. There is no cover.
Okay.
It is an open space.
Okay.
Show.
The terrain is littered with ceramic and metal,
Yeah.
but not to a degree, at least in the first 60 feet where you're going to have any difficulty.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, it looks like there's not going to be any issues. No difficult terrain.
Okay.
At least so the dice say.
I have one spell slot left, so that's great.
What level spell slot?
1.
Fa.
And I kind of need it in case Igobot goes down so I can revive him. Oh, it's out of range. Okay. So I can't use my fancy reaction when initiative is rolled because it's outside of maximum range.
It's too far.
It is too far. How far did it seem to move when it went at us full bore? Out of curiosity.
So it moves about 60 feet.
Okay.
And then initiative was rolled.
Okay. All right.
So it charged.
Okay. So it moves
Went
about
60 feet.
So it moves about as quickly as we do.
It does.
Igobot and I are going to move 30 feet up toward it.
Okay.
I'm going to position Igobot in front of me.
Okay.
And then I will take I will take my shots
Okay.
at disadvantage
Okay.
because it's outside of normal range.
Very good.
That is a 12.
That is a miss.
Okay. Second shot is less than 12, so another miss.
Very good. Okay, cornflakes.
Yeah.
Cornflakes, we might need you on healing support,
Yes.
as I am tapped out.
Okay.
Just don't take any damage.
How is? I mean, I look like shit.
I am bloodied.
Okay. Then hearing you say that, I will, yeah, you be too far away from me. You're 5 feet too far away from me.
Yeah. Yar.
You are. But I will move up, and then actions, please. Thank you.
Butter, 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 butter.
Yeah, pretty
Yes.
much.
Yeah,
Yes.
everyone's
That's
thinking
my
butter,
job.
butter, butter, butter.
Shit, I'm still too far away to do anything.
I mean, you can deploy butter, 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 butter.
I can, but I don't think that I don't think it goes. Yeah, it's only 15 feet or 120 feet. That's still too far. It's still too far.
But you can still deploy it.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I can still put it there.
Yeah, it's
And I
60.
can even make it
It
go.
moved. All right.
You
so
said it was still 200
so
foot
it's
away.
240. No, you're at. You can move your full move and be at 115 from it.
That's if I dash as my
No.
action.
It moves 60.
Oh, it was.
So it's at
200.
140.
Okay.
You move 25. Now
Yeah.
you're at 115.
Oh.
Okay.
That's in range.
I thought it was. You said it was 200 feet. I thought it was still 200 after
It
it had
started at
charged.
200 feet and then it charged.
I thought it
I
charged.
had made that assumption as well.
Okay.
But
I
let's-
apologize for not communicating clearly.
Okay.
Yes, I'm.
Okay.
Yes.
'Cause if that's the case, then I didn't need to move to shoot at it.
Oh, poo.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But
Okay.
that's too late.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna go up 25 feet. Use my action
We know Jacko's moving in that
To
direction
put
anyway, so we
the-
might as well keep up with it.
to put out a force ballista this time.
Okay.
And because I am within 120, it is within 120 feet of it, and it does. This one does have legs.
Okay.
Give it wheels.
Huh?
Give it wheels.
Well, I can choose to have it have legs, so I can.
Yeah, but we're in the future.
Yeah, we're in the future. Let it walk. Because it says, yeah, whether or not it has legs. So, to be able to move. And I'm going to use my bonus action to have it hit.
Okay.
Ranged spell attack. So, 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
And then it does 2d8 of force damage.
Jeez.
Respectable.
9 damage. Now, is the target a creature? Or is this more of a construct?
It's a construct.
Okay, then
Courtney,
that's
constructs are creatures.
Yes.
it. Constructs are creatures. Then
Yes,
it is
yes.
pushed 5 feet
Construct
away.
is a creature type. They say that because it doesn't push objects,
Okay.
which are inanimate.
Yes, so then it pushes it back 5 feet as well.
Okay.
It flings creatures, not corpses.
Mm-hmm.
It's the opposite of Skyrim.
Yeah, so that's what I've got on that.
Okay.
And that's my action, movement, and bonus action.
Okay. Jacko, your turn.
I am going to fly 30 feet forward with my impulse pack,
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot at it while I'm doing so.
Okay. You do so.
So that's a. I forget how ranged weapons
So
work.
if it's within the first range increment,
It's
you attack
not.
normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's within,
within the
the
second
first and
one.
second one, it's at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. I will shoot it twice at disadvantage. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Okay. Radiant damage. Second attack. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Oh.
As a matter of fact.
That would be 2. Wait, no, I get to re-roll that, I think.
Oh, yeah, no,
My
you
fighter
do.
stuff. 11 radiant damage.
Hey, there we go.
That's a little better.
See, he had the 1 and the 1.
Was that a
and then he
Space
just put them
Marine thing?
together.
It's a fighter thing with a great weapon. Unless I am wrong about.
Oh, great weapon. So great weapon master.
No. So that was my fighting style.
Which or
Is that only?
there's a fighting style that's specifically for two-handed weapons. Is that what you're thinking of?
Hold on.
Because I think it only applies to melee weapons.
Oh,
Roll
yeah.
That
two
would make
damage after-
sense.
With a okay, so I'm sorry. So 2 damage.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say. Yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you could use it with longbows, and
That would
Yeah.
be broken.
that would be broken because you could also do archery with longbows.
I mean, it would be amazing, but it would also be broken.
So 2 damage. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you for calling me that.
I like to ruin everyone's fun,
No.
You're the reason why we can't
including my own.
Okay, Tom.
That was me.
The brain moves
High rollers.
Oh. Mother brain gonna get you.
30 feet.
Okay.
So it is now
So
95 feet from you.
Because it turned into 120 feet when
Right.
I hit it.
Right.
Away from...
Oh, so now it's 90 feet. Yes. So it's 90 feet from you. Two of the jars which contain brains detach
Oh,
and move into the space next to it.
no.
Uh-oh.
I refuse.
Ruh-roh.
You know what you must do. Now is the time.
Fulfill your destiny.
That is its turn. Now it is Autumn's turn.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
it's times like these where I feel pretty heated up.
we do know.
Fireball.
We do know.
I think I'm gonna take a chance here, and I'm gonna use a fireball on these fine entrepreneurs. All right, it must make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
I would assume all three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fireball is more to whom it may concern.
Yes. Okay. The construct succeeds, humorously enough, but the jars fail.
All right. So the construct will take half damage.
Yes.
I have too many here.
Roll that beautiful fireball footage.
7.
Hold on!
Make sure I got the right amount of dice here. I do. So that's 6, 10, 11, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 25.
Wow. Okay.
Kind of below average, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully it takes out the ads.
The blast scorches the massive construct and badly damages the two floating brains, but does not destroy them.
I'd like to... Is there room to move back?
A little bit.
All right, I want to move a little bit back because I got a lot of range here.
Okay.
Do you
So-
have careful spell?
I don't have careful spell.
Okay, noted.
So the brains advance.
Okay.
Okay. One brain targets Lily, the other targets Jacko with a psionic ray. Continuing with the theme, however, the beams cut furrows in the floor and do no damage.
And
to the
somehow
group.
Cornflake still gets hurt.
That sounds about right, yeah.
You know, I'm awfully worried that with all these furrows that they're cutting into the infrastructure of the ship, that the ship may just fall apart.
I hope not.
I certainly hope not either. More so because I don't want to fish you all out of the vacuum of space.
I'd be okay.
You would be okay.
I'd be okay too.
I kind of don't want to do that.
For a time.
I mean, you
That's
would
why
think...
you're wearing your fancy suit, right?
It's not a mech suit, it's just a space suit. And it does run out of air.
It will eventually, yeah. It's especially if there's no atmosphere for anything to pull from.
Okay, Lily, your turn.
How far away are the smaller brains?
The smaller brains are now at 60.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to target basically I guess the one that detached first.
Okay. We'll say the one on the left.
and I'll fire the first shot.
Okay.
That's much better. That is a 19.
Okay.
Uh, 6 points of radiant damage.
The blast pierces the jar and the brain falls down dead.
I will target the other one. 19.
That is a hit.
And that's 9 points of radiant damage.
The blast pierces the jar and the brain falls down dead.
I will have Igobot move 30 feet forward,
Okay.
and he will repair himself. I'm going to use my bonus action to command him to repair himself.
Okay.
So he regains... Oh, he's back at full.
Okay.
We're okay. We're okay.
There. He regained more than 10.
Fair enough. Cornflakes.
Yep. So I am still within 120 feet of it.
Yes.
Okay.
It's at 90 at this point.
It's at 90. Okay. So I am going to use my bonus attack to have the Eldritch Cannon attack again.
Okay.
So 17.
That's a hit.
Okay. 9 damage. And it's pushed back 5 feet. So now it's at 95 feet.
95. 95.
Yup. And then I am going to use my action to cast Firebolt.
Okay.
Range spell attack. 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, where did my? Can I borrow 2 10s? Or at least 1 10.
There's one.
10. 19.
That's a hit.
No, 19
or that's
damage.
19 damage.
19 damage.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
out of a
nice.
possible 20. Yes. And I'm going to leave it at that because it's at 95 feet still, so yes. And I'm just going to stand, like, behind my cannon. I realize that's not giving me any cover, but just to kind of figure where I am.
There are cracks in the Baroque frame, and a black, oily smoke is beginning to pour from those cracks.
Okay.
The construct is still active. The bluish-green lightning picks up in intensity.
Yeah.
Jacko, your turn.
We've got to get this thing down.
How far away is it?
95 feet.
95 feet.
I will stay put,
Okay.
and I will shoot at it. And I realized that my weapon has the automatic property, which means I can get 2 attacks at disadvantage every time I take the attack action.
Okay.
And like I already have disadvantage because of the long range, but like you can't get like double disadvantage. So I think
That's
I can,
true.
I think I can still do that because it doesn't.
Yeah,
say
correct.
increased range.
Well,
That's
There's only one person on this planet Earth that can apply double disadvantage.
yeah. And there's
And
only
it is-
one person that can pass it with double disadvantage still.
And it is neither Matthew Tucker nor myself.
it's true.
Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit.
Good. Does a 11 hit?
It does not.
That's just sad.
Right.
It's okay. We're just working away incrementally. We'll figure out what its armor class
Does a
is.
12 hit?
It does not.
Yeah, no, legit. Okay.
Does a modified 20 hit?
It does.
Okay.
You rolled at least 2 nat 20s in that disadvantage, right?
Yeah. That would be 9 radiant damage.
Oh, jeez. There's my...
And I'm going to use my action surge to get another.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does a 19 hit?
That's a shame.
That's the third one. That's
Yeah.
the third one.
That's a shame. It does.
8 damage.
He's rolling 20s at disadvantage.
Yep.
So he doesn't get to use them.
Correct.
He just has them.
8 damage.
Damage.
And then another 19.
That's a hit.
13 damage.
How far away are you?
5.
Okay.
95.
Yeah,
I
there-
did not move.
Cornflakes, how far away are you?
95.
95. Okay.
The group's sort of in the.
We're kind of in a line, and because
Yeah.
every time I hit it with my cannon,
there's kind of
it
a
goes
firing
back
line
5 feet.
going on here.
I'm just like,
And you're in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just way back.
With the exception of Igobot, who is.
Taking point.
Yes. It charges again. It is now at 35 feet from the line and 5 feet from Igobot. It looks like when it can act again, it will be able to reach Igobot.
Okay.
Your turn, Otto.
I think I'm feeling another fireball.
Okay.
Burn,
Just-
baby, burn.
Just throw it far enough back that it explodes out.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius. So
Yeah,
it's,
don't hit Igobot is what he's saying.
Is it within 20 feet of Igo?
That's
Yes.
it's within.
Oh,
It's
okay.
within 5 feet of Igobot.
So
Yeah.
So
You
don't
can-
hit it in the front, hit it in the back.
You can
Yeah.
overshoot it and then have it blow back.
we're gonna do that.
You've got the room.
All right. Dex save. Am I good to roll?
You're always good to roll.
Okay.
It makes the sa-
That's much better.
it makes the save.
6, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
So it takes 16.
16. Jeez.
Did something weird just happen with the speakers? Because I.
I don't think so, no.
Okay, cool. This is concerning. Awesome. Alright.
Lily.
I'm gonna take 2 shots.
2 shots. You take those shots.
Shot. So 14?
14 misses.
Okay. And then a 22
That hits.
for 8 points of radiant damage.
This is fine.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna back up 30 feet.
Okay.
If I can't go 30 feet back directly, then I'll angle.
You are at the wall at this point. You can make it 30 feet, but you cannot move more
Okay.
after this.
Okay.
And you're sort of cornered.
Yeah. Igobot, in the meantime, is going to move up 5 feet.
Yep.
Chompity chomp force rend
Chompa chompa chewy chomp.
for 19.
That's a hit.
And 8 points of cheese damage.
Okay. It does the cheese damage.
Yep.
Okay.
That's our turn.
Cornflakes.
Yep. So it is.
It is making a horrific basso scream.
Yeah.
Tentacles are beginning to writhe. You notice Now that it is closer,
Mm-hmm.
there are several details. There is a large tank on top of it with sort of a hatch. There is tubing, including a large tube, sort of head height, in this large chamber.
Mm-hmm.
The chamber appears to be filled with a bubbling, clear fluid, and you can't quite tell what the fluid is. It's different in viscosity than the fluid in the jars.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
seems a bit more turbulent than the jars.
Uh-huh. Cool.
It is freaking out right now.
Cool. I'm gonna freak it out even more and have my force ballista go at it again.
Okay.
That's cocked. I was like looking at the edge. I'm like, is that? Yeah, no, it's not touching at the bottom. Yeah, great. Yeah, that doesn't hit. That doesn't hit.
Okay.
I guarantee that doesn't hit. But that's my bonus action.
Okay.
Well, because you add +7. What's your intelligence?
Oh, right. It's a
It's
yeah,
a spell attack.
Right.
Yeah.
13.
That is a miss.
Yeah. Okay. But I am
Did you hit it with a 15?
I think so.
going to
Ding,
do
ding, ding.
my firebolt again.
Okay.
16.
That's a hit.
Okay. 7 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, because in the same bonus action, I can direct the cannon to walk or climb up to 15 feet to an unoccupied space.
Okay.
In the same bonus action that I try and have it fire, me and it are going back 15 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to use the rest. I'm not going to use that last 10 feet of my movement.
Okay.
So, there we go.
Jacko.
How close is it?
From you, it is
think it's-
35 feet.
Okay.
Because it hasn't.
Yeah.
So if I move 30 feet, I can still smack it with my hammer. It's within 5 feet of me.
I think it'd be 5 feet away.
If you've got reach of 5 feet, you can smack it. So I don't think
It wouldn't
so.
be adjacent to you.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot it then.
Okay.
I will not shoot an automatic. 12.
That's a miss.
19.
That's a hit.
That would be
That's a bingo.
7 radiant damage.
That blast seems to hit it in a critical spot, and the smoke that is coming out of the rents in the hull sort of intensifies and bursts, and the anti-grav containment fails, and it crashes to the ground and sort of drags along. The canister at the top cracks, and the fluid on the top comes out and begins to corrode and pit the floor and its body from which it came. It doesn't head in the direction of Igobot. It sort of comes out to the side. The bluish, greenish, crackling energy dancing across the surface reaches a crescendo, and then from the remains of the creature, this geometric shape appears and sort of moves and dances in a logic-driven sort of way. When it speaks, it has sort of a soothing masculine voice, and the edges of the geometric shape glow and flash in relation to the speaking. I am so tired of dealing with you accursed organics. And with that, the session is over. We would like to thank everyone for watching 8-Bit Adventures Plays Dark Matter. For more information on the Dark Matter setting and the middle finger of Vecna, visit magehandpress.com. The sound effects and music from this evening's game can be found at tabletopaudio.com. For more information on the 8-Bit Adventures media universe, visit 8-bitadventures.com. And for more information on how you can make programming of your own like this one, visit pittsfieldtv.org. On behalf of the 8-Bit Adventures players, I am Matthew Tucker, your Galaxy Master, thanking you for joining us, and we will see you next time. Good night.
Bye, everybody.
See ya, boyos. Lousy, no good, cursed floating brains.
Mother Brain, gonna get you, Captain N. I'm gonna make that reference like 4 times every session
Do
that
it.
we keep fighting these giant brains.
Do it. You won't do it.
What? The brain.